everybody? It's the boy KD coming at you again with another One Piece manga chapter review on this Good Friday. How are you all doing today? I'm alive, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I'm sick still. Anthem, Legend of Dawn Edition ain't want to work right for me. It ain't want to give me my DLC or my, pre-order bonuses and stuff of that nature. I don't know what's going on. It's been a long 2 weeks for me, okay? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Today, we have an informational chapter. That's right. We get a lot of world building and information in this here chapter. Now, me personally, I like these chapters because it's not necessarily that you get huge information, but you get information to tie things together, make a little bit sense, as well as you get a few more questions that will probably be answered somewhere in the upcoming chapters. And so, it's that world building that I love, how Oda does it. And we getting that today, as well as advancements in the story as well. It isn't just placed, in one particular spot. We getting a lot of information and a lot of world building. So let's move right on into the cover page here of One Piece manga chapter 934, Hyoguru of the Flowers. Now we open up with Usopp, okay? Nice cover page. I like it. It's Usopp, he's chilling out with some birds, the cockatiels, under a nice tree. Hey, that's how Usopp likes living life, he want to be more laid back and relaxed. Like, he wants to be a great warrior of the sea, but a lot of the times he also want to be laid back and relaxed. There's nothing wrong with that. I want the same thing, Usopp. So I feel you on this cover page, Oda. You did your thing. Moving right on to the story. So we open up with, we see Big Mom's ship, okay, and we cut over to Perospero, Daifuku, Flampe, can't stand her, and Smoothie all having a conversation about what happened. How they got knocked off the waterfall because King, he's pretty much on guard duty right now. So they can't get back into the borders of Wano to try to see what's going on with Big Mom because her Viva card is still fine. Nothing wrong. It ain't on fire, none of that, as we all know, because we know Big Mom is fine. Outside the fact that she has amnesia, in which they don't know that. Okay? So, yeah, and that, they're discussing this, and, they casually bring up that a few of the Devil Fruit users on their crew have fell over the ship as well, fell off the ship as well, and drowned. Now, here's the thing about the Big Mom pirates. The majority of them are family. Brothers and sisters. Not aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters. So you just casually bring up that your siblings are dead. Really? Really, Perospero? Like, can you put a little more care into your family? I mean, I know you're the oldest and all, but dang, man. Care about your siblings. Jesus Christ. That's why him and Daifuku get into it. Because Perospero say, well, with Big Mom, gone, now we can become the Perospero pirates. And, Daifuku's like, that ain't happening. No. The position goes to the most skilled, and that's Dogtooth, Katakuri. Yo, and Perospero's like, nah, it goes to the old one. Listen, Perospero. Okay, first and foremost, no. Nobody wants to follow you. Okay? Get that in your head right now. Alright, but Smoothie, she said, look, listen, y'all need to cut that crap out. Big Mom don't count her out yet because, as you see, she's clearly fine, so she's going to come back to us. In which, that's when we cut over to Curry, over in the Braided Hat Village, okay? So we cut back to Tangu. Is Hisu something? I don't know. I'm horrible with these names, to be honest with you. But anyway, so we cut over back to him, and he's, yelling at Otama and Okiku and Momo, because he's like, how is it that a trip to the beach turned into a perilous expedition to Udon? In which, I'm trying to figure that out too, because Like, I know they said they was going to Udon, but I can't remember anything in particular that they said they was going to do in Udon. The only thing that I can think of that's in Udon is Luffy. Are you going to help with the prison outbreak? I'm okay with that because, I mean, I guess we get to see some interaction between them, but I don't think Luffy's going to enjoy Big Mom all that much, you know, being there, seeing as that just, you know, not too long ago, she tried to murder them all to death. So, yeah, you kind of got, you know, that. So that's going to be interesting to see. As you see, I'm sporting a nice Luffy shirt today. Got it from GameStop yesterday. Go me, had enough points. Go me. But anyway. So, yeah, and Chopper and Big Mom, you know, they have a little comedic back and forth. You know, Big Mom, you know, she's talking about food and all that stuff there. As she's drooling and she looks over at Chopper, and, you know, everybody always either they try to eat Chopper or, you know, they just think of him as a pet. So in this case, you know, Chopper's worried. You know, he's like, look, listen, don't be looking at me like that while you drooling, all right? You know, don't make me go big guy on you and give you these paws. I will clap those cheeks, and not in the good clap those cheeks way. I just want you to know that. So, you know, a little comedic back and forth between them. I enjoy that. And, you know, it appears that, you know, actually, I don't think it's going to take them all that long because Okiku, she actually shows a map. So we actually get a map in this chapter of Wano and the layout and everything of that nature. And they have 6 regions that are separated by big rivers. So it's good to know that, you know, how many areas there are in Wano, countries or whatever you want to call them, you know, and, you know, where they're located at so we can know, you know, what's everybody's location and how far roughly they are from one another. But Okiku telling Big Mom that, you know, it's going to take us a while to get there, so, you know, just hold tight. But then we cut over to Momo, and, you know, he's, you know, swinging his, you know, bamboo sword, you know, and Okiku was like, what, you know, you're very vigilant. He's like, I have to be because I'm the one that's being targeted. You know, this whole thing is my fault, in which I'm guessing we're going to get a real backstory because he, you know, the last couple of times that we actually seen him and somebody mentioned this to him, you know, he always says that, you know, it's all on him, it's because of him. So I'm not sure if it's because, you know, the people are supposed to just be following him. Is that the reason why he, you know, saying that? Or is it something that actually happened that led to his father's death and all these events coming about, you know? So I'm sure we're going to get a backstory into that. But anyway, and he's saying snatch as he's swinging the sword, and she asked him where does he get that from, and he explained that he get it from Zoro, and Zoro told him that if he says that, you know, it'll put fear into his opponents. But Okiku says here in Wano, that statement has a different meaning, so never say it. Ever say it. Don't ever say it. And he's like, but, and she's like, never. So I'm wondering what meaning, because she said it's, you know, it's more older. So I'm wondering what meaning and definition that could have. So we get a little hint of information that leads to questions. Like I said, I like these kind of chapters because it gets you to thinking, it gets your mind to wondering what could things be, what could they mean, who is this person, yada yada yada. But that's neither here nor there. So we cut back over to Robin, Nami, Brooke, Kanjuro, and Shinobu, and they're all chilling out, you know, after escaping the banquet. I'm assuming that it just happened last night, you know, in their world. And so, you know, they're trying to, you know, regroup and you know, talk things out. And, you know, Nami, she, you know, she pooped out on poop day, you know, whatever. You know, saying that she just want to go take a bath and relax. I don't like Nami. I like her, but I don't like her. It's like, why? Anyway, everybody else talking about more serious things. Let's talk about, you know, why the Koto-san got cut down by Kiyoshiro. You know, that, you know, he's such a ruthless samurai. And Kanjuro goes on and to tell us about Hyoguru, you know, the former leader of the Yakuza that was in Wano. You know, so it wasn't Kiyoshiro always, in which Kiyoshiro looks relatively younger. So, we can imagine that he wasn't always the Yakuza boss. But Hyogai of the Flowers, he was more of a caring person and stuff of that nature, And Brooke and Robin, they're more so discussing, because they're worried about Otoko, because they took her back to the red light district, and they, Brooke is like, would, the Shogun really go after a child so strongly? And they're like, well, we gonna need to go back over there. So Robin like, well, yeah, this way we can, kill two birds with one stone. Nami wants to go take a bath while we out, we can go stop in and check on her and make sure that she's cool. So it's nice to know that, they still care about her, which means that Otoko was, probably be showing back up sometime soon, in which I'd imagine Komurasaki isn't dead, so she'll probably be showing them too. Because that whole thing, I'm still believing that she's Momo's sister, so I seriously doubt that she's dead. Unless Otoko is Momo's sister, which that would be interesting in itself. You know what? That's neither here nor there. But anyway, so after they do all the talking, Brooke. Sorry about that. Brooke goes to bring up that he actually went to go search for the poneglyph. That's what he was doing the entire time while everybody was there at the banquet. He was searching the castle for the poneglyph, and he found one, but it wasn't the road poneglyph. It was actually just a regular poneglyph, and it was inside a room full of kishi dolls. Okay? Not sure why Orochi has a room full of kishi dolls and the poneglyph, but I'm pretty sure had Brooke been able to get a rubbing, because he wasn't able to get a rubbing of it, we would have got to know what the deal was with those kishi dolls, and which kishi dolls are older, from the Edo period, little dolls. They don't have no arms, no legs, and they got paintings of a face on it. They were mostly like, what's the word that I'm looking for? Souvenirs and children toys. That what they were used for. So I'm not sure why Odin would have room full of those, but whatever. And Robin goes to mention that she was not successful in her mission because she didn't get as much information as she wanted. Robin is a beast. That's all I gotta say. Robin is disappointed in herself when she got more information than trust me, she got enough information to give them one heck of advantage, because first and foremost, she found out what time Orochi is going to wake up. She found out the contents of all the tribute that will be going to Kaido's Island. I can't think of the name of it right now. Found out the members of Kaido's army, okay, as well as the listing by favor, meaning their ranking in the army, okay. Found out all the weaponry for Kaido, found out all the weaponry for the Shogun, and found out the stuff about his army, found out what time the banquet was supposed to start, and she found out something else, and, Control just like, you are amazing. Yes, Rob, you are amazing. Like, you do not need to feel bad. You have way more information than anybody could have asked for, okay? I guaranteed you. Again, I'm not quite sure exactly what else you was looking for or what else was needed, but trust me, you got way more information than you think you did, okay? But anyway, so now we cut over to Sanji, Law, Frankie, and Usopp. That's right, Sanji. So Sanji was able to get away, but we don't hear about what went down between him and Page One. We don't know exactly how Sanji got away. We see the little raid suit can sitting there, so it's back in can form. So I guess it's some kind of way to deactivate it. Maybe a button or something is on it. I don't know. But he clearly got away, and he's not injured in any shape, form, or fashion, but he is crying because Komurasaki is dead, and he only got to meet her once, and, how Sanji is, beautiful women should not die. He says this to Law, and Law's just like, oh, well, yeah, the funeral's tomorrow. So it's like, do you even have a heart? Of course Law has a heart. Well, then again, he might have removed it. I don't know. No, I think he put his heart back after he got it from Caesar, right? Right? Yeah, he did. But anyway, so yeah, and they having that back and forth about that. And Frankie is worried about, Robin and them. Because he's like, wasn't they there last night? You think they're all right? Something like, yeah, Brooke was with them, so if anything went down, they're all good. But he whips out the little, stick with the snail on top of it and say, let's use the smart snail. So, that was the information, in terms of when we got, that they actually have smartphones in One Piece now, in little small mini snails on a stick form. That's their form of a smartphone. Cool. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. They make advancements as well as we do. So nothing wrong with that. Even though I'm sure Vegapunk could have probably made an actual smartphone as smart as he is. But anyway, so let's see what else is discussed. Oh, Law mentions that Kid has broken out of prison. What's more information, more world building, but where is Kid? Don't nobody know where he is. Because after this, we cut over to Udon. We cut over to the prison and we meet Alpaca Man, who is currently spitting on Luffy as he interrogating him. And Luffy's not really having it. He's like, dude, will you just leave me alone? I don't deal with Kid like that. Like, yeah, we talk. That's just because we know each other, man. Like, look, listen, we both work generation. I don't really mess with the man like that. I ain't help him or none of that. But Luffy did had to help him, because or maybe Rizzo helped him. Somebody helped Kid, because Kid is clearly MIA. And Alpaca Man saying that when he's caught, he's going to be sentenced to death. And he's also telling Luffy that, if you don't help us, I'm going to chalk this up as, you resisting, and, the first time we're going to cut off both your arms, and the second time we're going to cut off both your legs. And Luffy's like, dude, you ain't going to touch me because I will murder you to death. That is the look Luffy has on his face as he wipes the spit off. And in the background, we see this scorpion guy. He's stumping the old guy that Luffy gave all the little meal vouchers to. And the dude's trying to figure out, how did the little guy get all these meal vouchers? Because the dude, he don't be working, he don't move no rocks, he don't do none of that. He too feeble. You on the verge of death. This is what you're telling him. You're on the verge of death. There's no way that you worked so hard to get all these meal vouchers. Who gave it to you? And we find out that this is Hyoguru, or Hyogairu, or whatever, I'm probably butchering her name, of the Flowers. This is the former leader, the former boss of the Yakuza. This little old man, which I can believe it. I can believe that, because he's older, so he's probably been in jail. He probably got caught at the beginning of his downfall into age, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm okay with him being there, but we get to find out he's there too. And, well, we know he's ain't powerful, but I'm pretty sure he has some kind of pool. So he's probably going to be useful in the future, because, as he's getting stumped out, Luffy's like, he's not having no part of it whatsoever. And he knocks that Alpaca Man over and goes to shoot out. And one of the other prisoners, they like, Luffy Toro, no! But, Luffy ain't having no part of that. Once Luffy, for the mess up there. When Luffy is friends with you, Luffy's friends with you, okay? So, you're in good protection then, because he ain't gonna let anything happen to you in front of him, all right? So, he jumping in the air like he's Michael Jordan or something. Like he's gonna give, a vicious dunk. MJ, LeBron, any of them, like he's gonna give a vicious dunk. And, Scorpion dude, he like, oh. Because they know Luffy, even with the Sea Prism, handcuffs on, being bound, and, well, actually Luffy gets fed pretty good because he works really, really hard. He kicks their ass. There's nothing that they can do to him other than threaten him, in which they still get their butt kicked if they actually try to follow through with those threats. But, guess who shows up? Queen. That's right. Queen is showing up to the prison. Now, this is where the chapter actually ends, with Queen actually showing up and them getting ready to open the gate, and Queen's like, it's noisy in there. So Luffy's gonna have a good fight on his hands, needless to say. But then again, Big Mom and them are en route. So what will happen next? Who knows? Who knows? But there won't be a chapter next week. We're actually on break, which is actually good for me. It actually works out for me because I got so much going on. Like I said, I got Anthem here that I just started streaming on Mixer, and I want to start recording and doing it on YouTube as well. I just got to get everything worked out. I'm still in the process of working all that stuff out and trying to set up everything here in my room so I can give the best quality, if you will, in terms of when it comes to recording and stuff. So not having a chapter next week actually helped me out because it'll give me a full week where I don't have to constantly stop and make videos. I do have some ideas for more videos coming soon, so look out for that there. Because I already got everything thought out about them. I'm just putting the finer touches on the information that I'm getting, because like I said, I want to do a better job of giving you guys information, and I appreciate you guys for watching me as I grow as a YouTuber and try to evolve and come better. I greatly appreciate that. I really do. But that's going to be it for this video. Hey, I love you guys. Remember, again, next week, no chapter. Like, share, subscribe for your boy. And I will see you next time. Peace.